Let's go.
This is the Spike Rebel experience.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together.
This is the Spike Rebel music experience. How you doing? I'm Spike Rebel for the Spike Rebel Experience, and you know this is the spot where we always bring some hot talent that's entrepreneurial, positive, and doing things right here in Chicago and around the world. So today's guest is a hip-hop artist that I met a while back, P. Dallas. That's his name. Real hip-hop.
How you doing, Spike?
How you doing, man?
Good, thanks for having me on.
All right. So where do we start? You know where we start. Where'd you get the name P. Dallas?
So P. Dallas is just something people have been calling me for a while. My name's Patrick Dallas, and so it just flew organically, you know.
So your genre is hip-hop. Is that a little different from today's hip-hop, or are you old school? What?
So I've got a different vibe with the way I produce and the way I record. It's a more old school storytelling and you know, real instrumentation. But I also program beats and do a little bit of the other.
So producer, artist. So you like me, huh?
That's what's up.
So where did we meet?
You know, me and you go a little ways back.
I forgot. I know.
We were at a Bernie Mac Foundation open mic at Revelations.
Right.
Yeah.
South suburbs.
That night I met with a couple artists, you, Chill, I met with my agent, Yvonne Moore, and a couple other people. It was a real good place.
So what have you been doing since then?
Well, since I actually met you, I released my my first solo self-produced album, Betty Ruth Experiment.
What's that again? What's the title?
Betty Ruth Experiment. It's P. Dallas, Betty Ruth Experiment. So Betty was my Nana. She was like a grandma to me, and Ruth was a babysitter when I was young, and Ruth taught me all my nursery rhymes and basically was the start of all of this.
That's where all this started. Mm-hmm. So any other brothers or sisters, or your mother was just Betty Ruth, huh?
Yeah, so I mean my mom, she was the opening into music. She used to play vinyl and tapes and stuff back in the day, and just she taught me all kinds of stuff, you know, back in the you know, Southern rock eras, and so that's where my roots come from, you know.
So you DJ too, right?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I've done a few parties around the cities and in different states and
I
stuff.
saw you at the Elbow Room not too long ago.
That was last year, and this year I'll be back there again for a different purpose. But
wow.
Yeah.
So tell me, who do you like? Like, who are your favorite artists from the hip hop, the rap?
So I know I got a lot of different artists that I enjoy. You know, my influences range from, you know, the old school Sugar Hill Gang vibe to you know, the passion of Tupac, and then the lyricism of people like Common and Modest Yahoo. You know, but then the raw talent of artists outside of hip hop, like Xavier Rudd, who's a phenomenal Aboriginal artist from Australia.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that starts the beats and
he plays like multiple didgeridoos and stuff. I mean, just that talent, that raw, just everything is you. That one man band. That's a real to the heart, you know.
So is that one thing that you want to do? They say hip hop artists, the ultimate is being with a live band versus the digital studio stuff. Is that true? Or
yeah, I believe so. It really comes down to this: if you're on stage by yourself, or if you've got 5 people, what do you think's more entertaining? You know, people are going to want to watch. You know, there's more things to look at. So, you know, right now I do everything on my own, but I am venturing out and starting to get other musicians on board. And as that progresses, we'll start getting shows going.
You like the Roots?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. They, you know, there's a song that is on. I can't remember what album it is, but they sing.
Can't remember.
But I was listening to some during the creation of the new album, and you know, just getting some different vibes from different artists, and they were one that it was like, wow, I can't believe I don't have this CD, and so I went out and bought it, and it's great, man. It's great.
Do you see yourself on any TV shows or, yeah, you know, not Johnny Carson. What's the Jay Leno stuff?
Yeah, it would be cool to be on that Kimmel Live, you know, because he does with the Roots on that show, does he not?
Yeah.
You know, it would be awesome. There's a lot of artists that I feel in this area that need that exposure.
Right.
And Chicago hasn't really been putting them on until people like you and some of these others.
Now, you're not from Chicago.
No, I'm not.
You
No,
claim,
I'm not.
well, and that's not wrong with claiming it. You close.
I'm
Well,
close.
far. I drove to your house before. That's what, Mokena?
Yeah, Mokena. So it's more Joliet than Chicago, but I've lived in Chicago, and I was actually born in the South. I was born in Tennessee. That's where most of my family's at. So
You got that twang. You know?
yeah, I got a little
You
bit
like
of that
country
Southern.
music?
Not as much, you know, but I do like that Southern hip hop, you know. So.
So what do you think about today's music with the youth, the new artists, is like the good or the bad? How do you feel hip hop is? Because some people say it's part of the black culture, and other people say nah, that's negative. So what do you think?
I feel like there's a lot of change going on within individual artists making a positive shift, but I feel like there's been a lot of negativity over the past, I don't know, decade or so.
Right.
You know, and it's really, I feel, affecting our communities. And so, you know, when these artists are making millions and millions of dollars and they're not really putting a positive impact back into the community, it's like, what are we doing? You know,
Right.
and I feel like hip hop has always been about that community. Get everybody together, get everybody gathered and partying. And you know, if you're always shooting out at the clubs and all that, how are people having a good time?
Which just goes back to Sugar Hill Gang.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was the good stuff. So look, man. In short, my last question would be, I guess you will perform for us, right?
Of course.
All right. Well, that's good because I want to hear some of your stuff. Most of the artists that I know that are real gifted with something, they have something else they do totally different. So I don't know what yours is, but is it fishing, cooking?
So, you know, I've dabbled in a lot, from construction and massage therapy to, you know, I used to be a break dancer for a long time. That was huge in my life, you know. So, but now,
man.
you know, now I do a lot of editing and music and video, and I'm not at all a professional with the video, but it's something that interests me a lot.
Okay.
So, you know, just kind of venturing out and starting to connect with other people and going to shows and, you know, just living that
Well, we're going to
musician
find out
life.
more about you, but come on, man. Let's go to the other set, and let me see you do. Do you have, what are you going to do?
So I've got a few songs from my album, Betty Ruth Experiment, which came out in 2014.
All right. Stay tuned. Be Dallas.
Quick, spreading rumors and what run in your mouth. Now, people tend to think this is easy, but if you ain't putting in all the work from begin to finish, then you really don't know. So come on now, sit your punk rock down, stop running your mouth and spreading rumors around. I try to talk to you, give you advice, but you don't want to listen, so I'm through being nice. Think it's all about the money and fame, and it for the wrong reason, oh, it's such a shame. This is life and it ain't a game. I'm putting in work, you do it now, I'm playing. I wanna live on in a positive way, let you know I put it all in every day. You bring friends down to make yourself look good, but nobody's impressed, so I think you should. Quit spreading rumors and what run in your mouth. I said, quit spreading rumors and what run in your mouth. Do you even feel remorse for the things that you do? Hurting the ones that are closest to you. Push them on the rise, and I'm here to say it's time to give up instead of spreading hate. Yeah. Babaloo-wop. Get the whole world making music. I'ma get the whole world making music. Come on. Make the music. We can get the whole world making music. Working on music till I lose it. But couldn't quit, even if I did, I still might lose it. And so I choose it. Rather it chose me. This is what I'm supposed to be. My destiny is close to me. I love music cause it'll never leave. Once you get it in your soul, it comes out when you bleed. There before you know, and long after you leave. With hard work and dedication, who knows what you can achieve. They do some crazy things, and this is what I see. More ignorance than my eyes can believe. Texas outrageous, crime on the front pages. That's why I had to make this song so contagious. Right. Trying to brush off the wrong when they play us, and I got my peeps dancing along for y'all haters. But back to the real, forget about the fakers. They never give, so I guess they just take us. Defective, send them back to the makers. Trying to pick myself together to be sitting on some acres. Chilling with my people, getting rid of any haters. Rhythm and good vibes, what the world is made of. Use it, this music, don't procrastinate. Today you could lose it. Gotta choose it, can't refuse it. And if you get the call, do your best to not abuse it. I make music, I'ma use it. I make music, I make the music. Just listen, I can use it. P Dallas, you know it's me. Instrumental flowetry. Nobody is truly free, but I'm thankful I can try to be. What's growing inside of me could really be my legacy. I figure out the recipe, failure won't get the best of me. Jam it all over the planet. Do your research and you could understand it. Not everything will go exactly how you plan it. Appreciate what you have and don't take it for granted. Thanks to the rhythm and let yourself go. If you never try, then you can never know. The more that you practice, the faster you'll grow. And pray it all flow while you're putting on the show. On Front Street for the world to see. PGD rocking for all eternity. Come jam with me, the peace of family, while I kick some flowetry fantabulously. I'm one to be free for everlastingly. And if you don't know what I mean, I'm way past the beat. I make the music. I make the music. I make the music. Making music. I make the music. Making music. I make the music. Just listen how I use it. Use it, this music, don't procrastinate. Today you could lose it. Gotta choose it, can't refuse it. And if you get the call, do your best and not abuse it. We could get the whole world making music.
There we go. You want to try that?
Oh man, went down to Tennessee with a backpack full of hit CDs. On an Amtrak down to New Orleans. On a fast track, finally living his dreams. I'm a wildcat, listen, you can hear the scream. Or a growl of a being that don't like her to see. Belief is only half real, living's a meaning. Application of a theory, I don't think that you hear me. Gravitation pulls still with intention of mirroring. And the tension to the ceiling as you conquer the dealing. Realization comes clear, the whole world needs some healing. Over there and right here, changes I get the feeling. There is no imitation. One of a kind don't need an invitation. Thought I was blind to the real creation. I saw the sign and it read this way. Friend rocking and swaying like together today. And trying to replicate cause anything can happen in May. Not just rapping this way, instead he acting on stage. Talking about back in the day, but then not what they portrayed. Not what you say, but every action all day. Interaction and trade, got it all started and late. Become more efficient, keep connections we made. Help the planet so there's something to live on cause we fade. And there is no invitation. One of a kind don't need an invitation. Thought I was blind to the real creation. I saw the sign that read this way. Friend, round trip tickets with multiple destinations. Hitting up the spots and checking out other nations. Continents are waiting to be that sensation. Quick to get you with it when I get to your station. Cause there is no invitation. One of a kind leading invitation. Thought I was blind to the real creation. I saw the sign and it read this way, friend. There is no invitation. One of a kind needing invitation. Thought I was blind to the real creation. I saw the sign and it read this way, friend. This way, friend. This way, friend. To the Spike Rebel experience.
Thanks for being on the show, man.
I really appreciate the opportunity.
All right, where can we look for you in social media?
Well, you can find me on Facebook.com/PDallasMusic. I'm on ReverbNation.com/PDallas. You can find me on YouTube.com/Peasum. That's PEACESUM. And also on SoundCloud.com/Peasum. My CD is available on iTunes and wherever else.
What's the name of it?
And it's called Betty Ruth Experiment.
And me and you.
And me and Spike Rebel are producing an album called Find My Way. He's pretty much the sole producer, and I'm helping out, but I'm writing everything for it. And that's about wrapped up. We just got to get back in, get a little bit of feedback, and get it re-recorded and mastered. So look forward to Find My Way, P. Dallas.
So world, there you have it, another Midwest up-and-coming artist. And I am an artist. The artist meets the artist. That's what this show is all about, positive. So check us out at stagetheshow.tv or our social media. And until then, P. Dallas, let's cross them up. Peace.
Let's go.
This is the Spike Rebel